let's talk about Bobby Shmurda. I want to have a little conversation about Bobby Shmurda, man.
What's the topic?
Because I'm quite confused by Bobby Shmurda, what he got going on right now, or
I
lack
see what
thereof.
you posted on Instagram, bro. He was definitely looking super
Bro, the man's geeked, bro.
Doing the
Super
interview,
geeked. He's been acting really weird
I was
lately,
like,
bro.
yo,
And I don't know
that
if
must be an annoying nigga to interview, bro. Like,
bro, you could tell Speedy was getting tight, like, yo, my nigga,
calm the fuck
you making
down,
this
bro.
difficult. And when Speedy posted it to Instagram, he wrote he was like hour and a half of madness, so pure madness or some shit like that. Like,
Bro.
how do you interview this nigga, B?
I didn't even see that he did an interview recently. I'm
Bro,
gonna watch that shit.
My man's was super geek. I watched like 20 minutes of it, and I was like, bro, I would hate.
You couldn't even get through with it.
Yeah, because it's like so annoying. He's like,
Oh yeah, he's too he can't even sit still, bro. Like he got to spin the chair, he got to stand up, he got to slap the air, he got to do his little dance, like the man could not just sit still.
I don't know. That just everything you explained it to me. It sounds to me like he might have been paying attention to that Kodak shit I sent you and was probably just trying to go viral, bro.
No,
Bobby Shmurda always gave me
that man's popping beans, bro. That
yeah,
man's
bro.
taking pills.
I know he's definitely off the shit.
I
but
would say 50.
I feel like Bobby
50 on both of that because you're right.
It's either a perk. Trust me, bro. Trust me. It's either he's taking perks or he's taking beans. That's the only thing that makes you act.
I think he's taking
E. Nigga, E's a bean. That's what a bean is.
Oh,
nigga,
a bean. Yeah.
That's what it's called, a bean.
I think that's what you meant, but yeah.
Yeah, he's either off that shit or a perk. That's the only shit that will have you acting all. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even sit still, my nigga. You know.
My thing is like, why niggas be getting like super zooted before interviews? Like, nigga, you about to do an interview and be in front of like the world, like.
But when you like Bobby Shmurda, and this is what I was trying. What I'm trying to make the discussion about is like, if what else like he could do whatever. He's in a position where he's one of them niggas right now where he could do whatever he wants based off of like. Everyone's still, like his clout. He still got mad clout and respect. Mm-hmm. And I don't think this nigga has done much to prove or deserve this. You know, like he made hot nigga, and then what's the computer song, the boot, whatever the other hot song.
Yeah.
Oh, then he did his prison sentence. Obviously, you're gonna give him mad respect for serving out his whole time and not taking no plea or
word
no
when he could have came out early before.
He could have came out word.
Even though he was crying about it after.
He was upset about it, obviously.
He was like, man, I shouldn't have did that shit. So,
but it's like I feel like other than that, this nigga hasn't even dropped no hot songs. I don't know if you heard him and Quavo. I think it's
Shmoney song.
Yeah, I heard this.
That nigga was in the video.
We talking about somebody. He not that great at making music. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like it's
like
starting to show. Like
he's like a New York version of Lil. He's a New York version of Lil Jon.
I wouldn't
even say that because Lil Jon was
not even as hype, but just as far as
Lil Jon could construct the song.
Yeah, Lil Jon was
saying as far as just like him just going off of his energy. That's why I was like the reason why I say that. Like him just going off of his energy and not really focusing too much on what he's saying. It's like all right. It's like a New York, like today's version, New York version of Lil Jon, because niggas don't really focus on lyrics no more. It's just the flow and the vibe and the energy you bring, and that's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, it's making New York look kind of bad. He lucky Rowdy holding it down. Rowdy's actually doing some shit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Rowdy actually. I just saw
Rowdy talk about just said some shit like he not dropping no more new music or some shit until something with his label or something like that. So
yeah, I heard him and Bobby got some weird shit going on with their label. Apparently, it's not even just him; it's him and Bobby. So
they probably gave him whatever label Bobby's on. Probably gave him a bag when he got out of prison.
Oh yeah,
and he has not delivered.
Yeah.
But that's on them. Like, what did y'all? I mean, I guess I don't wrong labels because when there's so much of these niggas, that are rappers and they go to jail, they come out, they still make rap songs that are good, whatever. They probably just assume all niggas is like that. But like you just said, Don, like you could tell off it, Bobby Shmurda not much of a songwriter or a musician. You know what I'm saying? Like he even said in an interview with Speedy, like when he went to court hot nigga, he paid $20 for that studio session. He just went in there and
he didn't care. He was fucking around.
Yeah, like he's fucking around.
You ain't gonna do that twice. That was luck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
with luck.
Like I feel like had this man had not had the whole go to prison situation and all that publicity that went around that, he would have been no different than Designer that made the Panda song. You get what I'm saying? Like
I still don't put him no different than Designer.
Like, word.
Yeah, the only thing is that Bobby Shmurda obviously right now has way more respect than Designer. Like
But that's because I think it's because of the prison sentence.
That's what I'm saying. That's literally it. And I feel like, nigga, we can't be giving rappers these acting like they icons, because niggas be acting like this nigga's some legend of New York music or some shit like that. Like,
no,
he's really not. Be like,
yeah, and
like,
but real niggas know, because I follow a few, not even a couple, but a few like comedians from New York that's been like putting him in that hot seat, like, yo, Bobby, what the fuck you doing, bro? You making New York look bad, and it's true, like, because we don't really got nobody. The only person I could say that's consistently holding it down, and they low key under the radar right now, like if you're not really like aware of shit, is Young and May. Like, she's still dropping
it's
shit,
funny.
even
I
when
was
it comes
thinking
to
Young
like,
and May when you was talking. I was like,
yeah,
Young May
bro,
be
because like
snapping.
even with like the whole drill shit, like how New York niggas is like coming up with this whole drill shit, like K Flock and all these, you know, all these niggas that these young niggas is jacking now. Nigga, she took them same drill beats and started doing some lyrical shit. I'm like, bro, that's literally the same thing. I'm thinking, like, why is nobody taking these same beats and actually making something out of it? And she's so far the only person to really do it, bro.
what would you consider like lyrical though? Because like, I wouldn't say
Like
Young
I'm
and May's
saying,
verses is that different than niggas like Sleepy Hollow or Chef G and all them niggas. Like, I feel like it's the
nah,
same.
young and May got bars, bro. Like I'm talking about, like she got
Yeah.
quotable bars. You gotta remember, this is the same chick that made Ooh that went global. This is the same chick that made
Ooh wasn't really like that's a bad example for when you talk about lyrical.
Yeah.
For Ooh,
Yeah,
well,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
well,
Like,
Nah,
but
you
that's
gotta
I
what I'm
feel
listen to
like
other
saying.
that's the
Like,
tracks. That's
same
what I'm
shit
saying.
them niggas
but
Nah,
like,
you gotta listen to
like
but
other
other niggas be
tracks.
talking
That's
but
why.
about.
no, but I'm not talking about like literally hook verse hook. I'm not talking about like the
Nah,
full song.
I know what you're
I'm
talking
talking
about.
about just the fact that regardless of what type of song she make, she spits unique bars. She's not saying the same shit that everybody else is saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll give you a unique vibe and like
Yeah.
actually say some shit that resonates around the gang shit she's doing, but she's not saying the same, she's not saying it the same way like how everybody's saying it, but just adding like one little like different simile or different metaphor,
Yeah.
but it's basically the same bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, she actually pushes that threshold a little bit.
Yeah. In
You
my
feel me?
opinion,
And
Ooh was
she
her
got better.
like one of like her like worst tracks. It just was like super hot and like it got
Yeah,
super hot.
it's definitely one of her worst tracks. But as far as that commercial feel, you know, it did
Yeah.
what it did. But if you listen to songs that's not even as popping as Ooh, that's what I'm saying. Like, she got bars, bro. Like,
Yeah.
she's really out here spitting. She's not just putting shit out like Fabio and all these young niggas and all these drill niggas that's coming out of New York. She's the only person that's new and hot that's still giving lyrical rap to an extent. Like, she's gonna obviously have to fill that middle ground because niggas want to hear bullshit. But
And
you know
last
what I'm
time I
saying?
checked,
Like,
she was independent too. Last
she
time
is
I checked.
independent. Yeah. She is independent.
So
Yeah. So yeah, like that's the only person I really give respect to when it comes to like young and popping artists coming out of New York that's like doing it the way New York expects. And she actually don't even get enough credit. And I think it's because she's a female and because she a dyke. But I ain't gonna, you know
man,
what I'm
Young
saying?
and
I
May a
ain't gonna
nigga.
sleep on her. Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna sleep on her, my nigga. She one of us. You feel me?
That's funny.
Yeah, nigga, I don't know. In my personal opinion, I don't think anybody in New York right now is really like standing out. I mean, I like publicly, I would say obviously Fabio Foreign is probably the most like he's getting up there as far as respect. You know, because like I said, man, I get like niggas personal shit, but I feel like the way rap is very blatant, the way the game is shows itself every day. You see who's popping by who people like fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like Young
Mm-hmm.
and May, you don't see niggas fucking with her. Like even like other rappers and shit making songs with her. But niggas like
Yeah,
Fabio
but
Foreign got songs with niggas like Kanye, Drake, you
I
have
think
Roddy
I
that's
think
a
Rich and
that's
fact.
shit
But
like
because
again,
that.
that my
So what
argument,
is
the
you really
reason for
doing? You're
that,
not helping nothing by
my
just making a go ahead.
no, you're right. But my argument for that is I feel like the reason why she doesn't get the respect and the notoriety that she does is because she's a gay female. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
think
Like,
it's fair to say
I
that
think
because
cause
Young and
she,
May,
cause
listen, Young and May, right? Wasn't she how long? First of all, another thing you said was that she's new. I wouldn't consider Young and May new. We've been listening to her first when that other shit dropped was like 2015, 16, or so when her first shit
maybe, yeah,
dropped.
that's true.
So
It feels sooner than
compared to
that, but
all
yeah,
these
you're
other
right.
young niggas who is like surpassing her, she's
I'm
pretty.
I'm
She's been in there for a
I'm gonna
while.
tell you
You
what
know
I
what I'm
think.
saying?
The reason I think
True.
that she don't get that much is because she's completely independent, bro. Like she don't.
And that
You gonna
too.
look
And
at her
that too.
album.
Don't.
She
What
don't
does that
get.
got to do with when fans listen to people's music? They don't think, oh, this shit whack because this person they signed.
No, I'm
This is
saying
whack. They
Oh,
don't
no,
think
no,
saying
no, no.
I'm
like
I'm
saying
shit
just
with
like
the
that.
he's
features
just
and
saying
shit.
that she don't got like
She
even
don't
though
got
she
that
got her
feature, bro.
own
She not gonna
moves,
get no
but
like
she don't got that
504 and
engine
shit.
behind her like
She
how
don't got an
labels
engine.
would push niggas like promotion and marketing wise,
Her
like
numbers
you know
ain't
what I'm
even that
saying?
crazy. Like her numbers
Yeah,
not that
for real.
crazy at all. Cause like she denied bread from labels and stuff like that. When labels was here, I watched the whole interview with
because she's still eating. You know what I'm saying? She's still eating just like a lot of artists.
She
but
eating like normally. She ain't going crazy.
Yeah, but she could be going crazy. No kizzy. She could be going crazy. I think, you know what I'm saying? She just trying to figure her own way, which, I mean, you can't blame her given her situation just as a person.
I think the biggest person on her last album was, I think 504 was on her last album. And Coi Leray.
Yeah.
And Coi Leray was on her last album. I think those are like the two biggest artists.
Yeah, she's one of them artists too that she don't really go crazy for features. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know niggas that fuck with her, and just from what I understood, like, you know what I'm saying, she's not really a dick eater, which, I mean, you get that vibe from her off Dump, which, you know, most females who are gay and, like, you know, really carry themselves like a nigga, they got more testosterone than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I get that and I feel that, you know what I mean? Because, you know, just along with just the fact of how New York rappers are, everybody got an ego to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But
with that being said, Bobby Shmurda definitely fell off in my book. Like, I don't think
he
ain't no comeback.
He fumbled the bag.
Yeah, he fumbled it.
He
should have dropped something. He should have dropped something as soon as he came out, because no matter what it was that he dropped, I know people was gonna go crazy with it anyway. Like, this man could have dropped some bullshit and people would have been like, "Oh, Bobby dropped," you know what I'm saying?
That's that video he dropped like months later, where he had like, you know, a bunch of guns and shit and that bulletproof vest on it. He was just rapping the whole time. He could have dropped that when he got out.
Yeah, if he dropped that when he first came out,
I'm like,
I think that's the problem. Like y'all was just talking about, that's the pros and cons of being the differences of Hold up. Am I lagging?
No, you good.
You good now.
Okay. That's the pros and cons of being, you know, in a Bobby Shmurda situation or a Young M.A. situation. You get what I'm saying? Because Young M.A. say she's in a situation where she goes and gets locked up and comes out, she could drop whatever the fuck she wants the day of. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like the big problem with Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy was, which they stated, was like their labels. Because from what I heard, Bobby Shmurda's label didn't want him dropping like shit. Like everything he was trying to like do, they were like, nah, we want this to be more controlled. We want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, because what I feel like everybody, especially when it comes to these New York rappers, after the success of Pop Smoke, they trying to mold their artists around like to be like Pop Smoke, like they're New York artists. Like they want them to be on that same scale. You know what I'm saying? So, and let's face it, Pop Smoke he was so big, he wasn't just dropping random ass songs like every other day type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like his label was really like, you know, like made sure his shit was put out and promoted. You know what I mean? So I think that's, you know, and I think that's what labels are really scared of right now. They're scared of like rappers just doing what they want, because if leave it up to rappers, these niggas just be dropping songs. Like, cause that's what, because you're a rapper, you like making music. That's the thing. You like being in the studio, you like cutting records, and you want to drop them because you want people to hear the shit, right? So, but because I just feel whack or not, I don't feel like Bobby Shmurda came out and he himself was like, nah, I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna put out no music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he wouldn't have had that energy. I feel like even if it was going to be some trash shit, he'd be like, nah, I need to put out something. You know what I mean? And oddly enough, there was this weird hiatus. Like he came out of jail, but he was just posting pictures and videos and shit.
And not for nothing, I was anticipating them to drop something soon, because that nigga got out of jail. Both when him and Rowdy got out of prison, they got out. Motherfuckers greeted them at you know what I'm saying, with private jets and flew them to the studio. And they got right to work. So they definitely probably was anticipating that. But then once they got the, you know, the roadblock, you know, kind of fucked up their situation. When
label ain't wanting to make a first day out.
Yeah, label was like, nah, fuck out of here. We're not gonna do it that way. We're gonna do it correct. And nigga, that ain't correct. You gotta listen to the streets. But labels don't know how to listen to the streets.
But I don't think I may be wrong, but I don't think there's gonna be any other New York drill artist that gets like as big as Pop Smoke. I think he was like the one and only. You know what I'm saying?
And what people lack on is the fact that Pop Smoke was on his way with starting off with the drill shit, and then he was taking that drill sound and expanding it on different types of beats and feels.
That's true.
And nobody is doing
Nobody
that.
did. Yeah, you're right. Because when you
nobody else is doing that. That's why I will. If I'm in the mood to listen to drill, I'd rather listen to Pop Smoke than anybody else, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he probably gonna hop back in. But yeah, man, I that's why I said I'd rather listen to that nigga more than anybody else, man, because and then half of these niggas just try to sound like Pop Smoke anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's what it seems like. My thing with New York drill, I pray it don't have the same situation like with Chicago drill. You know what I'm saying? You know how Chicago drill, I feel like they about to make themselves go extinct with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so far the only thing that's really been going on between these, you know, niggas that make this drill music is, you know, they actually meet up and, well, not meet up, but if they run into each other, rather than like bust shots, niggas will just square up and fight. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happens type shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so far, you know what I'm saying, it's been I don't want to say positive, because fighting motherfuckers ain't positive, but
hey, black guys,
you know, the most positive it could be, you know, if some shit was to go down. You know what I'm saying?